thing that you said to me this entire evening makes any sense at all. It's that you love me.
But, honey, I know so well that
But don't you think that other people have similar problems? I mean, everyone's got a family.
they're not like mine.
But that doesn't stop people who love each other. Darling, would you just trust me and go on loving me and get everything else?
How can I?
Because nothing can keep us apart. You know that. You must know that. And if family wants you to be happy, don't they? They must.
Of course they do. But they can't change till the others want them to change.
They won't have to change. They're charming, lovable people, just as they are. Everything will work out. You're worrying about something that may never come up.
Really, am I?
All that matters right now is that we love each other. That's so, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then.
Tony.
Darling. And I would like to see a little gaiety around here. Young men calling and getting engaged and everything.
Well, what do I say?
Well, first, thank you, young man, for getting engaged to you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kirby, for getting engaged to me.
Can you tell me what it is about him that first took your girlish heart?
The back of your head.
What?
It wasn't your charms and it wasn't your money. It was the back of your head. I just liked it.
Well, what happened when I turned around?
Oh, I got used to it after a while.
Well, darling, you think that we're pretty lucky, aren't we?
Well, I know that I am. I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
Well, I'm not exactly unlucky myself. Oh, I guess I'll be going. Goodbye, my darling. Until tomorrow.
Right.
Isn't it wonderful we work in the same office? Otherwise, we'd be hanging around here all day.
Will it be funny in the office tomorrow, seeing each other and going on as if nothing has happened?
Thank God I'm the vice president. I can dictate to you all day. Dear Mrs. Sycamore, I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, why don't you meet me in the drugstore in the morning before you go up to the office? I have a million of things I'd like to say to you.
All right.
And then lunch and then dinner tomorrow night.
Tony, what did you say?
It's got to come out sometime. In fact, if you know good house top, I like to do a little shouting.
All right, fine day's work, eh, Mr. McKenna? I'll say 500 Black Panthers, 300 willow trees, and 8 dozen German pity bombers. Oh, well, hello, Alice. Did you just come in?
No, I've been home quite a while.
Did you have a nice evening?
I had a wonderful evening, Father.
Well, I'd love for you to come take a look at this new red 5. Mr. McKenna, will you turn the lights out? I want Alice to get the full effect.
What, Father?
This new red 5. Come, look.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes. Oh, Father, everything's beautiful. It's the most beautiful red fire in the world. All right. I said to him, you can take girls just. Anytime you are. Just a minute, dearie. Just a minute. The only thing is, I hope you don't mind me asking this, but you don't drink when you're acting, do you, Miss Wellington? No. And I'm so glad that you brought it up because once the play opens, I never touch the drop. And then if I enter the stage door, the bottle gets put away. Until intermission.
Well, have you been on the stage a long time, Miss Wellington?
All my life, I've played
Everything.
Have you ever seen Pig in My Heart?
Oh, yes.
It's not too, it was a good show. But it's a hot night, ain't it?
You want me to go quick with this one?
No, the heck with the weather. He's cute.
She was just acting here, but she didn't mean anything.
I will go upstairs and leave the credit. Read that reminder. I'm ready. Actually, when I start to see snakes, that means it's time for me. Oh my God.
passed out.
She's just gonna be alright.
Why, what for? Well, the last couple of nights I think a man's been following me.
And you're crazy.
No, I'm not. He follows me everywhere I go and stands and watches the house.
Well, I'll take a look and see.
I don't see what anybody would want to follow you for, Ed.
There's been a lot of kidnappings going on, Grandpa.
Well, yes, but not of Ed.
See anyone? There's no one out there at all.
You're sure?
I'm positive. I just saw him walk away.
Oh, why isn't anybody walking along the street? And will you hurry and get back?
I'm all right.
You want to go downstairs, Mr. Sycamore? Finish packing up the fireworks? Yeah. We gotta pick them up and not burn them in the morning.
Mother, Grandpa's looking for her. Maybe have this tree tomorrow. Steer? Dear son, why was wrong with her actress friend? Is she giving her performance? Oh no, Alice, she's not acting. She's really drunk. Essie dear, you'll be free with the kitchen all day tomorrow, won't you? Because she'll need it. Of course, Alice. I'm expecting a lot of drinks now, so I'll be way ahead. Thanks, dear. Mother, I'll be home by 3 o'clock tomorrow. Will you make sure everything in the cellar is down the cellar by then? The typewriter, the xylophone, the printing press, and the snakes.
And Miss Wellington.
Thanks, Miss Wellington. That'll give me enough time to fix the flowers and arrange the table.
The Kirby's are certainly going to get the wrong impression of this house.
You'll do all that, won't you, Mother? Yes, dear. But I think we should have cocktails ready by 7:15, in case they decide to come a little early. Wonder if I should let Reba cook the dinner. What do you think, Grandpa?
Now, Alice, I wouldn't worry. From what I've seen of the boy, I'm sure the Kirby's are very nice people, and, well, if everything isn't so elaborate, well, that's all right, too.
Darling, I'm not trying to impress them or pretend we're anything that we aren't. I want everything to go off well.
And there's no reason why it shouldn't, Alice.
I'll going to do everything we can to make it a nice party. Oh, my darlings, I love you. You're the most wonderful family in the world. I'm the happiest girl in the world. I don't know anyone to be so happy. Why, this past week has been like floating. Just seeing you, Grandpa, you don't know what it does to me.
Just seeing him, Mother. Just seeing him for lunch and dinner. And until 4 o'clock in the morning. And at 9 o'clock the next morning, you're in the office again, and there he is. Just seeing him, Mother.
I don't care. I'm in love. Reba! Reba!
Nice. It's nice to see you so happy.
Yes. I remember when I was engaged to Paul. How happy I was. Yeah, I still feel that way.
Yes. It's nice the way Ed and Essie get along, too, isn't it?
And Donald and Reba, even though they're not married. Do you think that Mr. Buchanan will ever marry anyone, Grandpa?
Oh, well, there's always Miss Wellington.
Yes. I do wish you'd wake up. We're going to play tonight.
Miss Sycamore, look what I've got. Remember?
Oh, yes! It's my painting of you as a discus thrower. Look, Grandpa.
Oh, yes, I remember it. Say, you've got a little ball, haven't you, Mr. Penn?
Is it noticeable? Well, I've still got some right here.
It was a while ago, just before I stopped painting. Let's see. That's 8 years.
I do wish you'd finished it, Miss Sycamore. I'd kind of like to have it.
Well, I always meant to, Mr. McKenna, but one day I just started writing and playing. That was that. I never painted again.
Just as well, too. I was going to have to strip next.
Who'd have thought? That day I came to deliver the ice, I just stayed here for 8 years.
Well, the milkman was here for 5, just ahead of you.
Why did you leave anyhow?
Oh, he didn't leave. He died.
Oh, such a nice
family finally made up for him?
Martin Vanderhoff gave him your name.
Oh, yes, I remember.
It really was a lesson in God. Otherwise, we never would have gotten all those flowers.
Oh, it certainly was. Didn't hurt me any either.
Haven't been bothered with mail, and haven't had a telephone call from that day to this.
It really was a wonderful idea.
You know, Miss Sycamore, I really wish you'd finish this. I would really like to have it.
You know what, Hannah? I think I'll do some work on it right tonight.
Say, will ya?
I don't think she's going to wake up anytime soon. Why don't you go down to the basement, put on your costume, and see if the easel's still down
I think it is.
there. Here are my palette instructions.
Grishka, I little Grishka.
Essie's in the kitchen.
Madam Sycamore, I agree. Grandpa, what should I do with rubbish? I tell her she's the great coder. But she laughs.
No, sir. I couldn't get up on my toes, Mr. Kolikoff. I've got corns.
Grishka, you have a diamonds. What is this?
That's a picture of Mr. DePenna. Penny painted it.
It stinks.
Yes, I know. What do you think of that?
What is that?
Oh, she's an actress, a friend of Penny's.
She's drunk, no?
She is drunk, yes. How are you, Kolikoff?
Magnificent. Life is chasing around inside of me like a square.
It is, huh? How are things in Russia? Any word from your friend in Moscow?
I heard from my friend. I stay for you to stand.
Well, thanks, Kolikoff.
No, they've sent him to Siberia.
Well, they have, huh? How does he like it?
He has escaped. He has escaped and gone back to Moscow. They will get him, the Soviet government. Think I could take the whole Soviet government and run.
So I'm sorry, lady Kolikoff. I'll get you close right away.
You were hard tonight, Pablo. Tonight we take something new.
Has he making any progress, Kolikoff?
Confidentiality, she stinks.
Well, as long as she's having fun.
You sure you took a read of Mr. Kolikoff? She's laughing her head up out there.
She is a remarkable woman down. There, son. What do you think of the Soviet government?
What, Mr. Kolikoff?
I withdraw that question. What do you think of this government?
I like it. I'm on a week ago.
And you like it?
Yeah. Only thing is, you gotta go around and place everything to get it. You gotta stand in line pretty near half an hour. Government ought to be run better than that, don't you think, Grandpa?
Government ought to stop sending me letters. Want me to be down at the United States Marshal's office Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Take a look at that.
Income tax. They've got you grandpa.
Yep. I'm going to pay a lot of money so as to keep Donald here on relief.
You don't say it, Grandpa. You gonna pay from now on?
Well, that's what they want.
So I can come here instead of staying in that long.
No, Donald, I'm afraid you're still going to have to waste a full half hour of your time every week.
Why would I? It breaks up on me.
You should have been in Russia when the revolution came. Then you would have stood in a line. A bread line. Think what they've done to Russia. Grand Duchess Olga Katrina, cousin of the Tsar, is now waitress in giant restaurant Times Square. Only yesterday, I ordered baked beans from her myself. This is a crazy world we live in, Grandpa.
Oh, well, the world's not so crazy, Kolikoff. Just the people in it. Life's pretty simple. Just relax.
How can you relax at a time like this?
Well, if people would relax, there wouldn't be times like these. That's just the point. See, life's pretty beautiful if you just let it come to you. Trouble is, people forget that. I know I did. I was right in the thick of it, just fighting, scratching, clawing, regular jungle. And one day it just kind of hit me. I wasn't having any fun.
So, you did what?
Just relaxed. 35 years ago, that was. I've been a happy man ever since.
Good evening, Mr. Kolikoff.
My little Alex. I have not seen you to present my congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Kolikoff.
May you be happy and have many children. This is my prayer for you.
That's quite a thought.
Love. Love is all that we have left in this world, grandma.
Oh, yes. We've got plenty of that.
And soon Stalin will take that too.
Feels so nice to get to my art rooms again. They still look alright, Grandpa.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You are the bread of Paris, Madame Segamo.
Thank you, Mr. Kolikoff.
I didn't know you worked for the WPA.
Oh no, you say I used to paint all the time, Donald. And then I stopped because I had to write plays.
It happened again. It happens every time I go out to deliver candy. There was a fellow following me every place I went.
Nonsense, Ed. It's just your imagination.
No, it's not. It happens every time.
What? Well, maybe he wants a piece of candy.
Oh, it's all right for you to laugh. You're not one to be called.
You do not know what following is. In Russia, everyone is followed. I was followed right outside of Russia.
See, Ed? It's just your imagination.
Well, baby.
What do you want this, Miss Sycamore?
Put it here, Mr. McKenna.
I think we use the first moments out the other time.
Has it happened to your figure in these last 8 years?
Well, I don't think so.
Oh, yes. Yes, Miss Wellington? Want to talk to me? Sorry, Mr. Kolikoff. I couldn't find my slippers.
Well, we had a hot night for it, come over. Well, art is on his feet. Perspiration.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did you hear that, Grandpa? Art can only achieve his perspiration.
Oh, yes, but helps if you got a little bit of talent with it. Only made 2 bullseyes last night, but I have to do better than that.
You are ready. We begin. Now, clear away. Clear away. Come, you can do that. It's 8 years now. Now, entrechat. Entrechat. No, Grandpa, you cannot relax by sullen in Russia. The Tsar relaxed and what happened to him.
Oh, well, he was too late.
Mr. Kolikoff! Mr. Kolikoff!
If he had not relaxed, the Grand Duchess Olga Katrina would not be selling next being today.
Mr. Kolikoff!
I am sorry. We go back to the pirouette.
Mr. Dependent, could you pull in your stomach a bit?
Little freer with the arm. Body must be free. Hey, help us with the music. Music must be free too.
Well, how do you do? How do you do? Are we too early? Oh, no, not please. It's perfectly all right. We're glad to see you.
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
What? Oh, now it's perfectly all right. Please, make yourselves at home.
Tony,
Carmichael, Mr. Carmichael, Mr. Kolenkoff. And
Don't mind my costume, I'll take it right off.
and Mr. DePetta, would you mind telling Mr. Sycamore to come right up? Mr. and Mrs. Kirby are here.
Oh, and put his pants on.
All right. Excuse me.
Why don't you make yourselves comfortable? Thank you.
I'll just go tell Alice you're here. Alice! Alice here! Alice, could you come down? We've got a surprise for you.
Well, Mrs. Kirby, may I take your wrap? Out of this tonight.
Why, Tony, I'm so sorry I couldn't imagine why. Have you all met each other?
Indeed.
How do you do, Alice? Well, how do you do, Mrs. Kirby? I'm afraid I'm not very presentable.
But darling, you look lovely.
Of course he does. Don't let us trouble you, my dear. We just arrived a night sooner, that's all.
Of course. But I was planning on such a nice party tomorrow night.
So we'll come again tomorrow night.
Well, there you are, Alice. Are you forgiven?
I guess so. It's just... We'd better see about getting you some dinner. Oh, that's all been taken care of, Alice. It's all been attended to. But Mother wanted me to send out for her because Mr. Kirby suffers from indigestion and he can only eat.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Of course it is, Alice.
Oh, I asked him what he wanted, Alice. Oh, yes.
It's not as serious as all that. Just because I'm a little indigestion.
Perhaps you do not have indigestion, Mr. Kirk. You could have stomach ulcers.
Don't be absurd, Mr. Holcroft.
You mustn't mind Mr. Kolenkoff. He's a Russian. Russians are inclined to look on the dark side.
It is true. I am a Russian, but a friend of mine, a Russian, died from stomach ulcers.
Really?
Please, Mr. Holcroft. Mr. Kirby's indigestion and that's all.
That is fine. Let him wait.
Well, Mr. Kirby, why don't you make yourself comfortable? Here. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Kirby, how are business conditions? Think we're pretty well out of depression?
Watchdog. I think so. Of course, it all depends.
Bet you figure things are going to keep on improving.
Broadly speaking, yes. As a matter of fact, we're currently operating at 64% full capacity against 82% in 1925. Of course, in 1929, it's not.
That may seem a little strange to you, Rose. She's not quite accountable for her actions. She's a friend of Penny's. She just came to dinner and was just overcome by the heat.
Yes. Yes. For some people, it's feel it
Yeah.
more than others. Sometimes I better go see if she's all right. Excuse me. It is awfully hot. You normally escape all this hot weather, don't you, Mrs. Kirby, up in Maine?
Absolutely. I've come down this week home from the farm show.
Mother would visit for the world. The blue ribbon is the high spot for a year.
I was ribbon at a flower show once. Fruits and onions. Remember, Alice? That was a garden show, I see. Oh, yes. I think
hobby, or use as a model of some kind?
No, I just play with it.
Maybe you'd be better off a hobby like that, Father, instead of raising orchids.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, do tell us about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. You know they take 6 years to blossom, don't they? Think of that.
Well, some of them take longer than that. I had a bulb I waited 10 years for.
Believe it or not, I was waiting for an orchid.
Of course, it required the most scrupulous care. I remember a bulb I was very fond of. It was this beautiful shape.
Donald! Oh, here we are, Donald. Did you get everything?
Yes, ma'am, only they didn't have frankfurters, so I got pickled pig's feet.
Never mind, Donald. I'll help you. Please tell everyone about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. I'm sure they'd love to hear it. And excuse me.
Kind of an expensive hobby, isn't it? Raising orchids.
It is, but the way I see it, if one hobby is significantly pleasurable, it's never expensive.
Oh, that's very true.
If I didn't have something like that every week in Wall Street, I'd go crazy. A lot of men I know have yachts just for that reason.
Well, why don't we go to Wall Street?
How's that?
I was just joking.
Well, I think it's necessary for everyone to have a hobby. Of course, it's more than just a hobby to me, but my great solace is spiritualism.
Spiritualism? Why, Mrs. Kirby, everybody knows that's a faith.
To me, Mrs. Sycamore, spiritualism is, well, it's rather not discussed, Mrs. Sycamore.
Denny, you do have one or two hobbies of your own.
Well, yes, but they're not silly ones.
I don't think it matters what the hobby is. I think the important thing is to have one.
The ideal hobby must improve the body as well as the mind. The Romans were great people. Why? What was their hobby? To wrestle. In wrestling, you must think quick with the body and quick with the mind.
Of course, that isn't very practical for most of us. I want to make a very good showing as a wrestler.
You will be a great wrestler. You are built for it. Look.
My glasses. Where are my glasses?
Here now, Mr. Kirby. Mr. Kirby, they're broken.
Oh,
Well, next time when you wrestle, Mr. Kirby, of course, you won't be wearing glasses.
I do not intend to wrestle again, Mr. Kolnikov.
Perhaps you better be seated.
Mr. Kolnikov, how could you? Why did anybody stop him?
You don't mind, we better be going.
Please, Mr. Kirby, please don't go. I ordered some plain eggs and some salad. Please don't go.
I am sorry if I've done something wrong. And I apologize.
I can't tell you how sorry I am, Mr. Kirby. If I'd have been here.
Oh, it's quite all right.
Of course it is, Alice. We're not going.
Well, that was exciting.
You were speaking about your orchids, Mr. Kirby. You raise many different varieties.
I'm afraid I've forgotten about my orchids.
Awfully sorry, Mr. Kirby.
What did I do that was so terrible? I threw him to the floor. Excuse me.
Please, Mr. Kolnikov. I think Elsie comes in or Would you like some candy while you're waiting, Mr. Kirby? I've got some freshly made.
My doctor's not permitted to eat candy. Thank you.
Oh, but these are nothing, Mr. Kirby. Just coconut, marshmallow, and fudge. Don't, Essie. Well, Miss Alice, excuse me. What is it, Reba? The eggs fell down the sink. Make some more quick. I don't have any. Send Donald up for some. All right. And tell him to hurry. I'm so sorry. There'll be a little delay, but everything will be ready in just a minute.
Certainly glad to
glass of water.
I'm sure that Mr. and Mrs. Kirby would love this game.
It's completely harmless.
Please, Mother.
I'm not very fond of games, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, but any fool could play this game. All you have to do is write your name down on a piece of paper.
But Mother, Mr. Kirby doesn't really want to play.
Oh, he'll love it. Here you are, Mr. Kirby. Write your name down on that piece of paper. And Mrs. Kirby, you do the same on this one.
Mother, what is this game?
I used to play it all the time in school. It's called Forget-Me-Not. Here you are, Grandpa. Now, I'm going to call out 5 words. And as I say each word, you're going to put down the first thing that comes into your mind. Is that clear? Well, for instance, if I said grass, you might put down green, or just whatever you think of, see? Or if I said table, you might put down chair. It shows the reactions people have to different things. Do you see how simple it is, Mr. Kirby?
Oh, come on, Father. Be a sport.
Fine. I shall be happy to play it.
You see, Alice, he does want to play. Well, now is everyone ready?
Ready.
Now remember, you must play fair. Put down the very first thing that you think of.
I understand.
The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Everyone ready? The next word is bathroom. Mother, bathroom. Got that?
Go on.
The next word will be lust.
Mother, this word's got to do with
Nonsense, Alice. That word's all right.
No, Mother, it's not all right.
Oh, I don't know. That seems like a perfectly fair word to me. See, now you mustn't interrupt the game, Alice.
May I have the last word again, please?
Well, lust, Mr. Kirby.
I haven't.
This is quite a game, isn't it?
Grandpa. Now, the next word will be honeymoon. Now, Essie. And the last word will be sex. Mother! Everybody got sex? All right. Now, hand me the papers. May I have your paper, Mr. Kirby?
Well, what happens now?
Oh, well, now's the best part. Now I read out your reactions.
See? It's quite an interesting game.
I knew you'd like it, Mr. Kirby. I'll read your paper first. I'm going to read Mr. Kirby's paper. Listen, everyone. This is Mr. Kirby. Potatoes, steak. Well, that's good. See how they go together? Steak and potatoes?
I just happened to think of it.
Very good. Toothpaste. Yes. Lust, unlawful. Well, isn't that nice? Honeymoon, trip. Well, and sex, male. War. Really is a wonderful game, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. It's more than just a game, you know. It's sort of an experiment. Psychology.
It shows you just how your mind works. Well, now let's see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. I'm going to read Mrs. Kirby's paper. Listen, everyone. This is Mrs. Kirby. Potatoes, starch. Oh, I know what you mean, Mrs. Kirby. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I don't quite follow, my dear.
I don't know, Anthony. I just thought you in connection with it. You are, after all, in there a long time, bathing and shaving and... Well, you do take a long time.
Indeed. I didn't realize I was being selfish in the matter. Would you go on, Miss Seymour?
I think this is a rather silly game, and we ought to stop it.
No, please go on, Mrs. Seymour.
Where was I? Lust, human.
Human? Really, Miriam?
I just meant, Anthony. I lost
not agree with you, Miriam. Lust is not a human emotion. It is a prayer.
Very well, Anthony. I'm wrong.
Really, it's the most pointless game. Suppose we play 20 questions.
Yes.
No, I'm very interested in this game. Could you go on, Mrs. Sigmore? What was the next word?
Honeymoon?
And what was Mrs. Kirby's answer to that word?
Dull.
Did you say dull?
I just meant, Anthony, that Hot Springs wasn't very exciting that season with all the old people sitting on the porches and nothing to do at night.
That was not as I recall it.
Father, it's only a game.
A very illuminating game. Go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, well, this one's all right, Mr. Kirby. Sex, Wall Street.
Wall Street? What do you mean by that, Miriam?
I don't know what I meant. Nothing.
You had to mean something, or you would have put down.
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to mind, that's all.
Well, what does it mean, sex Wall Street?
Oh, I don't know what it means, Anthony. It's just that you're always talking about Wall Street, even when we're...
I understand, Mrs. Kirby.
Perhaps we should postpone dinner, if you don't mind.
Tomorrow night, aren't you?
I'm afraid I have another engagement tomorrow.
Perhaps we should postpone the whole affair. Hot weather and
Father, I think you're being very gracious. Of course, we'll stay for dinner tonight. I think we ought to stay.
No, Tony.
What?
We were fools, Tony, to ever think it would work. It won't. Mr. Kirby, I will be at the office tomorrow. I won't be there at all anymore.
Darling, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, my dear. Very sorry. I'm sure everyone understands. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes, Anthony.
Darling, you mustn't mind this.
What's up? Very nice. Who met you all?
Yes, lovely.
Are you coming, Tony?
No, Father, I'm not.
Well, your mother and I will wait at home. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
All right, everyone, stay right where you are. Nobody move.
How dare you!
What is this?
I command an explanation!
What are you? Which one is it? What are you doing? What do you mean?
What is it?
This is an outrage!
I said what? What's your name? Edward Cartwright. I haven't done it. Oh, yeah? Well, this seems rather high-handed to me. What's it all about? Department of Justice.
Oh my goodness! Chapin! Everything done?
Well, I haven't done anything. Well, what's the boy done, officer?
What is it? What's this all about?
That door lead to the cellar?
Yes.
Yes?
Mac, Jim, go upstairs and see what you can find.
Yes, sir.
Here, you ever seen these before?
And my circulars?
You print this stuff, huh?
Yes, sir.
You put it in a box of candy and get it into people's homes?
The love dreams!
Well, I didn't mean it.
Oh, you did it, huh? Dynamite the Capitol. Dynamite the White House. Dynamite the Supreme Court. God is the state is God.
Well, I didn't mean any of those things. I just like to print, don't I, Grandpa?
Oh, the government's in no danger from Ed. It's his hobby.
He prints anything.
Oh, he does he?
I've never heard of such nonsense.
I refuse to stay here and be accused of such
Let me write.
Shut up!
You're right, Chief. They have enough gunpowder down there to blow up the whole city.
No, it's not what I'm just...
All right, stay where you are. Everybody in this house is under arrest. Stairs, come here. I don't want to right back.
It's all right now, Mr. Lepetta.
You do be seated, Your Highness. Thank you. You are most kind. We're honored to receive you, Your Highness. I am most happy to be here. How soon is dinner? Oh, soon. Very soon, Your Highness. I do not mean to be rude, but I must be back at the restaurant by 8 o'clock. I am substituting for another waitress.
You will be on time, Your Highness.
Thank you, Protocol.
So, tell me, Highness, I think you waited on me once, the 72nd Street child.
Oh, no, that was my sister.
The Grand Duchess Natasha.
I work in Times Square.
Oh,
Say, there's quite a lot of your folks living over here now, aren't there?
Oh, yes, many. My uncle, the Grand Duke Sidney, he is elevator man at Macy's. A very nice man. Then there is my cousin, Prince Alexis. He will not speak to the rest of us because he works at Hackney Carnegie. He is in ladies' underwear.
When he was selling hot dogs at Tony Island, he was willing to talk.
Ah, Politov, our time is coming. My sister, Natasha, is studying to be manicurist. Uncle Sergey, they promised to make road walker. And next month, I get transferred to 5th Avenue, child. From there, it is only a step to Schroff's, and then we will see what Prince Alexei says.
I think you've got him.
You are telling me? Your Highness, did you know the Tsar? Personally, I mean. Of course, he was my cousin. It was terrible what happened, but perhaps it was for the best. Where can they get the job now?
Pravda, that is true.
And poor relations are poor relations. It is the same in every family. My cousin, the King of Sweden, he was very nice to us for about 10 years. Every once in a while, he would send the money order, but then he said, I just cannot go on. I'm not doing so well myself. I do not blame him. Of course not. Would you excuse me for a moment?
so, tell me, Highness, is it true what they say about Rasputin?
Everyone wants to know about Rasputin. Yes, my dear sir, it is true. And how?
Don't say.
Your Highness, we must watch the time.
Yes, I must not be left. The manager does not like me. He is a communist. A order is a law. Essie, could you go to the kitchen and see if everybody needs any help? Oh, I will help too. I am ready to cook. Oh, Your Highness, no, not on your day off. I do not mind. Where is your kitchen? Right here. We're the guest of honor, Your Highness. But I love to cook. Come, Colin Pop. If they have got sour cream and hot cheese, I will make you some linseeds.
Aye, the Lindsay's. Come, Papa, we shall show you some.
Say, the Duchess is all right, isn't she? Hey, Duchess, can I help?
Why, she has an awfully wonderful face for a mask, doesn't she?
She's such a nice lady. Considering she's a Grand Duchess.
You know, it's wonderful what some people go through. But still keep kind of happy, too.
Yes, she made me forget about everything. For a moment.
Better call that down, I suppose.
Oh, no, wait, Paul, here you are. Maybe Tony, Ashley, don't bring my back down, please.
Don't you do it, Ed.
Please.
All right, Ed, bring it down. You know, you have the stubbornest daughter in all 48 states.
That must be the half.
Well, if it is, it's certainly wonderful service.
Is Tony here out?
Yes, it is Mr. Kirby.
Oh, how do you do?
Ah, good evening.
Good evening.
Forgive my intruding. Tony, I need you to come home with me. Your mother is very upset.
Very well, Father. Goodbye, Alice.
Goodbye, Tony.
I can hardly say it's difficult for Miss Kirby myself to sit you people. I'm sorry. But I'm sure you understand.
Oh, well, yes. And in a way, no. Now, I'm not the kind of person that tries to run other people's lives, Mr. Curry, but the fact is, these two young people haven't got quite as much sense as, well, you or I.
Grandpa, will you please not do this?
Well, I'm just talking to Mr. Kirby. A cat can look at a kitten, can't he?
You want me to do that for you, Alice? No, thanks, Mother.
You do have quite a while before the train goes out.
Will you send a cab to 761 Claremont right away, please? Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Oh, Alice,
Father.
are you ready, Tony?
Now, Mr. Kirby, after last night, you must think this family's prettier.
No, I wouldn't say that. Although I'm not accustomed to going out to dinner, spending the night in jail.
You've got to remember,
You came on the wrong night. Tonight I bet you nothing will happen at all. Maybe.
Mr. Vanderhoff, it was not here last night that convinced Mrs. Kirby and myself that this engagement would be unwise.
Father can handle my own affairs. Well, as for the last time, you marry me.
No, Tony. I know exactly what your father means, and he's right.
No, it's not Alice.
Now, Alice, you're not marrying this boy because we're the kind of people we are.
Grandpa.
Oh, I know. You think the families wouldn't get along? Maybe they would. But who's to say that they're right and that we're wrong?
Well, I didn't say that, Grandpa. I only feel as
What I feel is that Tony here's too nice a boy to wake up 20 years from now with nothing in his life but stocks and bonds.
How's that?
Yes. Mixed up and unhappy the way you are.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Vanderhoff. I'm a very happy man.
You are?
Certainly I am.
Where do you think you get your indigestion from? Happiness? No. You get it because most of your time is spent doing things that you just don't want to do.
I don't do anything I don't want to do.
Oh, yes, you do. You said just last night that at the end of a week in Wall Street, you're pretty near crazy. Well, why do you keep on doing it?
Why do we keep on? It's my business. A man can't give up on his business.
Well, why not? You've got all the money you need. You can't take it with you.
Well, that's a very easy thing for you to say, Mr. Vanderhoff, but I spent my entire life building up my business.
Oh, and what's it got you? Same kind of mail every morning. Same deal, same meeting, same dinners at night, same indigestion. Where does the fun come in? You must have wanted more than that when you started out. You haven't got too much time, any of us.
What do you expect me to do? Live the way you do? Do nothing?
Well, I have fun. Have plenty of time for everything. I read, talk, visit the zoo now and then, practice my darts. I even have time to notice when spring comes around. Don't see anybody I don't want to. Don't have 6 hours of things I have to do before I get 1 hour to do what I like. And I haven't taken bicarbonate of soda in 35 years. Now, what's the matter with that?
The matter with it. Well, fine woolly hat, everyone going to zoos. Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Vanderhoff. Who would do the work?
Oh, there's always people that like to work. You can't stop them. Invention. They fly the ocean. There's always people that go down to Wall Street, too, but because they like it. But from what I've seen of you, Mr. Kirby, you're not one. No, I think you're missing something.
I don't believe I'm missing anything.
Oh, I didn't either. Until I quit. Used to get down to that office 9 o'clock sharp, no matter how I felt. Used to lay awake at nights for fear that I wouldn't get that big contract. Used to worry about the world, too.